What's up, y'all? What's goody? 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 It's your girl Zeze back with another motherfucking video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn on my notifications bell, get us join a thumbs up, share this motherfucker, all that shit. You feel me? So, first things first. I know this is a different background. I just got my wall just because I was taking pictures and I ain't like moving it. So fuck it. We're here, whatever. Honestly, I'm gonna use this in the future for a background. Y'all got some pictures and shit I've been painting. I'm gonna put this shit in my background. It's gonna be lit. Anyways, today's video is going to be about a clip I seen on the 85 South show. If y'all not familiar with the 85 South show, it's basically almost like a podcast, basically. Actually, I think it started off as a podcast, but now they do like live shows, and it's Chico Bean, Carlos Miller, and DC Young Fly. Like, them niggas funny as hell. If y'all haven't seen it, I suggest you go watch one of their videos. Go support, and they black owned. Hello. But yeah, they funny as hell. And they like go on tour and, go to different clubs and, arenas or whatever the fuck, and they perform. You know what I'm saying? But everything they do is kind of special because they don't rehearse anything. Like, all of this shit is off the dome. It's like on some Wild 'N Out shit almost. You know what I'm saying? But like, not like Wild 'N Out because they don't rehearse. So each show, they're doing something different. They got new jokes. You know what I'm saying? Like, most of the jokes is all for people from the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Stuff on the stage, the music, the venue. You know what I'm saying? Stuff about the city that they're in. Like, all of this stuff you can tell is like a lot of it, even if all of it is not off the top, most of it is because of the shit they saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't think of a joke the day before if you ain't, you know what I'm saying, and go in on a nigga that you just now seeing. Like, you can't make that up. That's just natural born talent. You just a funny ass nigga. You can do shit like that. So, needless to say, my point is, these are some talented brothers. These brothers are talented as fuck, okay? So, I just don't want y'all to forget that as I get into this video. I was watching their show, and what made me want to do a video about it is because on their last, I think it was like their last episode of the year, and they had a couple special guests, but one in particular, Mr. T.I., Mr. Tip Harris, Mr. Expeditiously, this nigga was on the show, and, I really was not feeling the way he was up there. I just wasn't feeling the shit he was saying. You know what I'm saying? I kind of thought it was a little disrespectful, and honestly, I'm going to insert the clip so y'all can see for yourselves. I feel like they thought it was a little disrespectful too, but they didn't want to ruin the vibe. This is the last show. Niggas that came out, niggas ain't come out to see y'all argue, niggas came out to see y'all to see y'all be funny. You know what I'm saying? So niggas can laugh. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's why they probably didn't touch on it on the stage, but they might have said something to him afterwards. Anyways, boom. Here go the
My partners up here on stage, man. These motherfuckers, man. I don't know if y'all know it or not, but these niggas sold that arena doing this shit right here. This bull ass shit right here.
It bullshit, Tip.
I'm talking about, hey, boy, this the easy money I ever seen some motherfuckers make in my life.
Man, this ain't easier than trap money.
This shit like selling cocaine, Tip. This shit
I
hard.
am so proud of y'all for goddamn trapping this money like this, man. If that ain't some West Side shit, I don't know what is.
Basically, what he was saying was, even though he was trying to play it off in like a jokey, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm just playing way, it was still like an undertone of seriousness. Like, this nigga was dead ass. You know what I'm saying? And you can kind of tell from their reactions too. Like, Chico Bean is like, "Oh, don't play it. Stop playing with us, man. Leave the 85 South show alone, man." And
selling cocaine, Tip. This shit
hard.
hard.
I'm so proud of y'all for.
Carlos and DC is like, "Nah, man, we working, we grinding." Basically, what he just said is, y'all niggas is getting up here getting paid to bullshit. Like, he was like, yeah, y'all niggas, like, straight up. He was like, yeah, y'all up here, y'all hustling niggas. That's what he said. He said, y'all are hustling niggas, because y'all really up here, y'all really just got niggas paying to come see y'all not to do shit. Like, this is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all really hustling niggas out here and then dapping up. Like, he was giving them kind of like a backhanded compliment. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, like, you're like, this is what's up. Y'all making a lot of money, but you really finessing niggas because you really ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really ain't got no skills or no talent. And I respect that because you hustling niggas. You know what I'm saying? I respect the fact that you still hustling niggas, even though you ain't doing shit. But that's not the case. This has recently become a big pet peeve of mine because I've recently started to understand my value. You know what I'm saying? And this is what the underlying message is of this video and what that clip was. Understanding your value. And I talked about this a little bit inside my first video of the year. T.I. clearly does not understand their fucking value. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't even understand their skill set at that. So he definitely doesn't understand their value. For you to get up there and go on somebody else's show and tell them in front of a group of motherfuckers and then online, of millions of people, that they're hustling people for their money and that that's what's up, is disrespectful as fuck off rip. Just point blank period. Like, honestly, they should have checked the nigga right there and be like, bro, get off the stage, bro. Come on, like, bruh, chill. You know what I'm saying? If he wanted to keep going, I would have told his ass, get the fuck off the stage. You're gonna be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, no. You're not about to play me in front of all my fans, or try to, at that, in front of all my fans and shit like that, and family members. It's the last show. Like, you don't know how many people who were family members, close friends, may have came to see him for the first time or whatever, and you got a nerve to step in and say, we hustling niggas? That shit is disrespectful, number one. But number two, it just shows where the lack of respect is with him. And it shows the lack of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? The ignorance that he really has. Because for you to sit up there and think that doing that shit is easy is ignorant as fuck. Like, it's not. Me doing these videos aren't even that easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, it's easy because this is naturally, like, I have that natural born talent. I have a natural born talent to speak to motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Or to be funny naturally. Like, that's just, I don't have to try to do it. So it's not hard to me. But for a motherfucker who don't got that skill set, who doesn't have that talent, a motherfucker who doesn't know how to talk to people, a motherfucker doesn't know how to make people laugh, like, that person is going to have a hard ass time doing YouTube, which is why everybody can't do YouTube, which is why a lot of YouTubers, you have a lot of small YouTube channels who will never get big because they're not good at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just point blank. Some people just should not be doing it. Nigga, you shouldn't be doing it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you need to hear this. Stop doing that shit. Move on to something else. This shit ain't for you, okay? It's just not for everybody, all right? And that's okay, because everybody has their strengths and weaknesses. Everybody has something they good at and something they bad at. That's cool. But you're not going to downplay another man's way of living. You know what I'm saying? Really, like, source of income. You know what I'm saying? Like, business, and that these niggas own a business together. Like, you're not about to sit up here and insult their character, because you're saying they're hustling people, which means you calling them hustlers, which means you're insulting their character, number one. And then you're insulting their business because you're saying basically their business is valueless and they hustling niggas. You're not gonna sit up here and disrespect these men and then expect to just laugh it off like it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then it's funny he says that because while he's up there, he's like, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to play it off like this shit is easy, like their job is just so fucking easy. But nigga, you ain't making nobody laugh. He ain't make me laugh. Shit. The fuck, this nigga got a whole podcast. I don't listen to that shit. I don't give a fuck about no damn what T.I. got to say. I'm not listening to his bullshit ass podcast. I will listen to theirs because it's funny and it's entertaining. People in the entertainment world can really be underestimated a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? Like, people think what we do because it looks fun, because it's entertaining. They think all of it is just easy. They don't see the hard work that goes into behind it, the hard work of thinking about topics or thinking about jokes for them specifically. You know what I'm saying? Thinking about jokes. Understanding that you know what I'm saying? Try not to repeat the same jokes. Try not to step on each other's toes when other people are saying jokes. You got 3 people. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand there's 3 of them up on the stage, not just you by yourself. You don't have full control of everything because you're not by yourself. You're with 2 other motherfuckers who you gotta make sure your chemistry is matching with. You know what I'm saying? And because they're so close, it's easier for them, you know what I'm saying, to do that because they have natural chemistry, so it's easy for them to do that. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm sure sometimes I live with a mirror. You know what I'm saying? I'm around this bitch almost every day and she be getting on my fucking nerves sometimes. You know what I'm saying? My mother, my nephew, like, they all get on my nerves sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure if you going on a tour with a motherfucker, you going on shows, you with this motherfucker almost every day, like, bro, and then they do wilding out together too, so they see each other a lot, regardless of the other stuff they got going on, you know what I'm saying, within their separate careers, but they see each other a lot because they do a lot of work together. I'm sure there have been times that they had gotten up on stage right before they went up on stage, or a couple hours before they went up on stage, they got in an argument, or somebody did some fuck shit, somebody did some shit they ain't like, somebody not getting along, and they gotta brush that shit off and get up on stage, like, regardless, because niggas had already paid for tickets. Or maybe, matter of fact, I think it was in that same episode, DC Young Fly says, you know, my aunt just died today. I just found out she died today, but I still had to come up here and do this. I still wanted to show y'all love. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is not easy. You think it was easy for him to go up there and make it be so entertaining? While thinking about his aunt dying and then seeing, you know what I'm saying, his family in the crowd who, you know what I'm saying, who's also probably thinking about their aunt, like, my nigga, that shit is hard. That's not easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is not fucking easy. You're in the entertainment industry. Hello? Like, nigga, you're a rapper. Rapping isn't that hard. I mean, honestly, I would go as far to say rapping is easier than comedy. Way easier, to be completely honest. Anybody can become a rapper. A good rapper? No. A lyricist? No. But can somebody put together some rhyming lyrics with a catchy beat and a catchy hook and become a rapper? Nigga, overnight. Look at Lil Nas X. Nigga, anybody can be a fucking rapper and blow up now. You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit is oversaturated with fucking rappers. That's not a big deal. Comedians, that shit take talent. Like, you can't just not make everybody laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, talent is either you funny or you not. Like, with comedians, it's straight like that. Now, everybody has their different variations of what they find funny. But if nobody finds you funny, my nigga, you ain't funny. Like, it's just that simple. You funny to you, but you just not funny to everybody else. So you're not making a career out of it because ain't nobody come to see your ass. You know what I'm saying? So you have to have talent to do this shit. You cannot go inside the comedy game just saying, fuck it, like, shit, I would just try it out. I ain't did nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you have to have a passion for this shit. You have to have a passion for connecting with people, talking to people, making people laugh, entertaining people, being in the spotlight. You gotta have a passion for that shit. You gotta really want that shit to do that. Like, they really want that shit, which is why they doing it. I really want that shit, that's why I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't want that. A lot of people can't handle that. So this is what I'm saying. This is what circle back to my point of knowing your fucking value, okay? Because even though T.I. bitch ass didn't understand that value, I do. I understand the value. You know what I'm saying? At least to some extent, I understand the value more than he does, apparently, because I definitely don't think they hustle niggas. I respect the shit out of them for the way they doing things. The fact that they own everything, they got their own shit. They got their own style of doing it with the music in the background. They got merchandise. They got the Wellin out shit going on. DC do music. Like, they doing that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I respect the shit out of them men. Honestly, I respect the shit out of them, to be honest. And that's what T.I. should have got there and said, instead of that disrespectful ass shit he did say. That probably wasn't the first time somebody said some shit like that to them. You know what I'm saying? Like this, and honestly, this situation reminds me a little bit of the Shiggy situation that happened. Him and Casanova and I think Fabulous, and basically Casanova was like basically saying like, nigga, you a social media nigga, like the fuck, how you not gonna post this shit for free? Basically, but he was underestimating his value. So these two situations are very similar. It's kind of funny they happen back to back like this, but understand your value, because if ain't nobody else gonna do it, you have to know it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get people, and I'm sure they've gotten people that, you know, have came up to them and said shit like that, or try to finesse, yo, let me get on your show, you know what I'm saying, or shout me out, or, you know what I'm saying, shit like that, not understanding that they have resources, like, and they have fans. You know what I'm saying? They have a fan base. They have a fan base that they connect to, that people tune in for just them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so that's value. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is valuable. That's money. Having a fan base is money. Fans are going to follow you in things you do, so that shit is valuable. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand that. You got 1 million followers, you got 2 million followers, you got 3 million, whatever. All three of them together, all three of them together, they probably got like 10 million followers or some shit like that, or close to it. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere around that ballpark. But millions. All three of them, I think, have millions of followers. You know what I'm saying? So they all bring some value to the table just based on that. Just based on the fact that they have some type of following. A real following at that. You know what I'm saying? So, and they have a name for themselves. And and they've made names for themselves. So all three of them individually have value. You know what I'm saying? Even when they're not together. But together, they increase that because all three of them are bringing something to the table. If DC Young Fly, Chico Bean, or Carlos Millette, either one of y'all niggas ever watch this shit, just know I fuck with you, okay? I fuck with you. I respect you. I respect what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? I respect your hustle, and I don't mean that in a hustling way. I don't mean that in a finessing way. I mean that in a grind way. I respect y'all grind, okay? I don't think y'all hustle nobody. I would pay to go see one of y'all shows. When you come to North Carolina again, I'm trying to go. Please, come back to this bitch, okay? But, yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below, man. Do you think they are finessing niggas because it's just a comedy show and shit? It doesn't take talent or anything like that. Do you think he was underestimating their value? Other than that, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on my notifications bell, get a joint, thumbs up, shut the motherfucker, all that shit. Other than that, that's all I got. All right, y'all. Ain't moving right in your west and left. Stay with the family, know who I am. OTF, fuck the rest. If it's a problem, nigga, we solve it. Always got an AMF. All of these niggas be broke. Make excuses, never work. Yeah, I got it out the dirt. Bitch, I don't care what you heard. Early